Hello, Virgo. It is time for your weekly reading. This one is for August 8th to 15th, 2021. So I'm hoping you are enjoying your summer and that we're going to have a really great reading. I know the world is a strange place to navigate these days, so I'm hoping that whatever we come up with here can help with figuring out what to do next, and that it makes your world a better place to be. I am very optimistic. Some people are really negative about the world and the way things are going right now. I know sometimes it doesn't seem terrific, but I think that sometimes those are the situations that kind of show us what we're made of. So I'm going to do a quick and simple little 9-card reading, and hopefully it will be positive. It's a nice way to start. The sun. Wow, this is pretty great. Very nice reading, very beautiful reading. So, I'm going to enjoy this reading because there's some fun stuff to work with. I haven't seen this card in a while, Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is trying to kind of find balance between things. It can often mean things like a work-home balance, a work-life balance. It can be finding time to exercise when you are working and trying to invest and trying to deal with family matters and so many things. Often it has to do with the time constraint. A lot of times people will ask me when I give them a reading and it has this in it, they'll say, so I have this thing that I have to solve, and then it'll be solved, right? But the fact is that people who are busy and they are doing a lot of things often will have this throughout life. You're balancing various things and you have to get a lot of things done, and it just means you're doing stuff, you know, and you're always needing to find time for more things. But it's better to be busy and active and working and, you know, trying to have all these things than to not have anything to balance, as weird as that might sound. Now, we've got the Ten of Pentacles here, and the Ten of Pentacles is an absolutely wonderful card. It's all about family, and it's about, sometimes it can mean that you're going to be very long-lived because you're going to actively invest in your health. So maybe you're going to be one to exercise and to eat well and maybe do some gardening. Gardeners tend to live longer because they are, you know, people don't think of it as being super strenuous, but you're always bending and stretching and moving and having one more thing to do. It's also a connection to earth and nature. And if you're growing things that you can eat that are fresh and alive, that's a huge positive too. So, you know, that's something to think about. Sometimes this card means a card of inheritance. But the way I always think of this card is you're surrounded by family. You're surrounded by people. You are not hurting for money. Your needs are taken care of, and you are among people you love. So it's a very happy card. Now I'm going to move this down here because it's really lovely, and we're going to enjoy diving into that card. I've gotten this one a lot today too, which is interesting. They do tend to come up in cycles. You've got a few pentacles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pentacles. And that seems to be kind of what's emerging. So, the Queen of Pentacles, this might be somebody you know. She is an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or, my brain is going today. It really, really is. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Did I say Virgo? Seriously, I am losing it here. So, could this possibly be you, my darlings? Could be. So if you are a woman, or you have sort of a traditionally female role in the household, this could be you. So if it is not you, perhaps it's your partner, your sister, your friend, your mom, somebody close to you. Because, no, we do have another card here. A person, and this is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is typically an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. And he's a very strong king, very social, very talkative, or I shouldn't say talkative, although he may be very talkative, but very outgoing is more the word I was going for. If you have a project and you want to get it started and you want somebody very active and physical and somebody who can get things moving, he's your man. He's a great guy for all of that. He is all about action and power and a fiery personality. So I'm just going to tell you right now, because I am Aries and I have a Capricorn boyfriend, so we're talking fire and earth, which isn't normally considered the best combination. I mean, some people say it's good, some people say it's bad, but it's not something that's going to always emerge as the number one thing, because Aries people tend to be kind of over the top, and you earth signs are very well grounded and like your creature comforts and home and things like that. Not to say that there's no interchange here, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because perhaps if this is you and you have this person in your life and it's a love interest, and even if it's not a love interest, but it's somebody close to you, I just want to say that it's a really cool interaction. Like, I know my boyfriend and I kind of play off each other in a very positive way. I'm kind of an idea person and the optimist and the family, not the family, because we don't live together. We, have a relationship, but we're not together. He actually lives very far away from me. We have a very romantic story. We were pen pals a million years ago, and, all these years later, here we are. Anyway, when I say a million years ago, I mean before there was any internet, actual pen pals with pen, paper, and letter being sent. But, we have gotten together, since then, but we didn't back in the old days. Anyway, long story short, fire signs can be a bit over the top, but we are good at putting things into action and stuff like that. But sometimes we need somebody to kind of bring us to earth and, make us think in a more practical way. You guys tend to be better at taking steps to get to a very certain specific point. Earth signs tend to be really good at investing in people, investing in financial matters, taking care of health and wellness, and kind of getting all your ducks in a row in a way that makes for a very positive home. It's very good for business. You guys are really good at doing things the way you're supposed to do, or at least the way you think they're supposed to be done, which tends to work. Whereas we fire signs, we're good at action. I mean, no problem there. But when it comes to sometimes being too spontaneous or not staying on task well enough, things like that, we need to be more grounded. And then we're good for you guys in the sense that we're full of ideas and optimism, and we're, fiery like a whirlwind all around you, which sometimes will probably annoy the hell out of you, but sometimes you'll find it exhilarating, because we've got lots of energy. So I'm just throwing that into the mix in case this person is a love interest, or even if it's your child, say this is you. Remember that this child of yours is not the same as you, but they need your grounding action, and you can play off of their, energy and all that good stuff. So just throwing that into the mix in case that's who these people are. So you have this Pentacles heavy situation, which is Earth, which makes sense for you guys. So here we've got the Three of Pentacles. And this can mean a skilled tradesperson or skilled worker who's being hired by somebody to create something, probably you. This can mean that you're laying foundations for something. It could mean that you're starting a family. It could mean that you're starting a house, building a house, investing in a house, taking on a renovation project. Starting a financial investment of some other kind, embarking on a wellness program. Like, there's so many things to investing, because you invest in the people around you. You invest in yourself and your health and longevity. You invest in financial investments. There's just so much to it, and you guys, because you're good at the steps and you're good at waiting things out. See, that's the thing about us. We're not always good at waiting things out, but you guys are pretty good at patience and taking the steps and making things that take the test of time come to fruition, which is very good. And then we've got, I didn't mention this is the Empress. What am I saying? We did talk about the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to put our lovely Queen of Pentacles over here. Okay, or pardon me, our King of Wands. This card here, the Six of Swords, is sometimes a card that means, like, you'll often see this with some of the sadder sword cards that look really terrible, and then when you see this card, it's sort of a moving out of that sadness, or learning to get rid of some of that baggage, some of that, because you see the card is quite a positive looking card. So it means that even if you have some sadness from the past, or some sadness in your heart, or baggage that you're kind of carrying with you, you're still in action. You're not undone by it. You're in action, but it also means you're starting to move away from it, and you're taking some positive steps in life to kind of get away from that and progress. So this is a really, really good card. So you're trying to find balance. You're getting away from some bad stuff. You've got all this great stuff on the go. Here you probably are in the center of things. If this isn't you, then perhaps it's somebody close to you. And then we have this card, the Seven of Cups, which is one of my favorite cards. Some people don't like it because it's a little mysterious. It means you have choices. And, here's this guy, and he's looking at all these cups, and some of the choices look like they are probably not so great, and some of them look like they're rather fabulous. There's one with jewels, and there's one with, let's see, there's one with a laurel wreath. There's one with a big old lizard of some kind. There's one with a snake, flowers, various items. But I like this card of choice. And these are things you can be passionate about. So, you have to make the right choices. You have to discern things. So just think about it when you have these choices, that, maybe do some investigation to see, well, what would happen if I did this, and what would happen if I did that, just like you do in any of your other types of planning. But it's worthwhile to do that. Then you have the Empress. Now, the Empress is such a wonderful card because it means fertility. And if you want to have children, it's a wonderful card to receive because she's all about fertility and bringing things onto the earth, including babies. And when I see this card of laying foundations and the Queen of Pentacles, this is very grounded and progressive, and it looks like you're trying to create something. And then when I see that we've got this, it just has an overall feeling for the reading of some real progress happening and building something. You're trying to build something, which is rather exciting. So the Empress can also mean a fertility of ideas. It could mean that you're trying to invest in things and create, a financial portfolio. It can mean that you're possibly going to give birth to a business. Maybe you want to start your own company, which is also, of course, an investment, because it's an investment of money, of time, something, again, that stands the test over time and something you build upon. So it feels like there's a trend going on here, a trend for you to do all of this. But then you have the Sun, and the Sun is such a happy card. It's all about childlike freedom and joy and sunshine and happiness. It's one of the happiest cards in the deck, if not the happiest card in the deck. So you are on the right track here. I'm really happy about this reading. And I hope you are too. And I hope you're having as much fun this summer as it looks like one would have in this beautiful card of the Sun. So have a fantastic week, and I hope to talk to you soon.